Ohayou gozaimasu, minasan. So, yeah. The commentary is going to be a little different for this video because I'm recording the commentary after the fact of playing. Some of you might have seen the video I posted, but yeah, the audio wasn't saved at all, and it sucks ass. Cause I had some good commentary, and you know, it's like loud in my head. Let's turn this down a little bit. But yeah, so I'll just commentate over it. Whatever, it's cool. It's cool. It was only 2.5 hours of recording. So let's see what to talk about. I just recorded another episode of whatchamacallit, Harvest Moon 64, and so that was cool, right? Like, that was fun. But I've had an issue with the sound kind of desyncing a bit, and I've heard that people were having the same issue with the capture card that I'm using. So I hope that's not like a recurring problem, because I don't know, I always seem to run into problems while I'm recording or doing this or that, or it just always has to be an issue, especially lately. It's just, it can't be simple, you know, it can't be, I just record it, render it, and then upload it. It's gotta be, you know, I gotta mess around with sound like levels and all this random shit, but whatever. So, I mentioned it in my Harvest Moon video, but I'll mention it again in this one as well. My new plan for uploading videos is I'm going to be uploading every single day now. And what I'm going to do is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to upload Crysis 2 until I finish the game, which I think I'm getting close. I'm not positive, but I think I'm getting pretty close to the end of the game, actually. I mean, after the 2 hours of recording, so after that, I think I'm getting a bit closer to it. But anyway, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be Crysis 2, and then Sunday, Tuesday is going to be Harvest Moon 64, and then on, what are the other days of the week? Thursday, Saturday, I think that's all of them, right? Thursday, Saturday will be League of Legends 3v3, so that's what you can kind of expect each day to get uploaded. I don't know how long I'll stick to that formula, but for now, I'm really enjoying recording and just having a good time in general, so I will be uploading quite a bit for at least a few weeks. If at any
I'm
point...
afraid there's some bad news, son.
I'll be quiet.
The DoD planned to bomb out the Rawson flood barrier and drown the lower city in an attempt to wipe out the Seth. In all probability, this insanity is going to go ahead, despite my protests, and I don't want you underground when it does. You must get to the heart of the alien structure with all speed, Alcatraz, and then exit. We don't have much time.
Alright, so, like I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, if it becomes too much, like uploading that much, it just gets too much for me, or I don't want to record as much or whatever, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut back to the 3 days again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, I mean, until that point comes, it'll be every day, but, you know, who knows how long that'll last.
I hesitate to use cheap Earth fauna analogies. God knows I'm going to start sounding like Nathan Gould if I do. But what we're dealing with here probably answers to the equivalent of an insect hive. The level of alien infestation in these tunnels is likely to be high. Find Reeves and his men. I lost contact when they entered the subway system. But watch yourself, son. I want you out of there in one piece.
Alright, so it looks like we're assaulting some kind of hive core of some sort. The aliens. One thing I should mention is I was getting, for one, I was having a blast, but for two, I would get these weird, like, my frames would drop down to like 5 for maybe like 2 or 3 seconds, and then after that it would go up to 60 frames per second, and it was like the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life, because it was the most smooth, like, oh, it was beautiful. And I mentioned it several times, and even right here when I did this, I was like, wow, this looks fucking badass. I was like, I remember doing this in one of the earlier episodes when there was like a big earthquake or something, but I don't know, I just found it really cool this time around when I did it. But yeah, I was having some fun. It was quite a good riot, good time. But let's see, what other random crap can I talk about? I'm gonna run out of things to talk about in one episode, because I'm gonna talk about it all now. So, oh, my headset, I guess I can mention that. I don't know what the hell it's doing, but it's like tripping the balls out. So what happened was Bob let the cat in to our gaming room, basically. And I mean, she's adorable. I love our kitty Casca. But yeah, she ended up chewing on my cord, and then so it's like dangling off of the USB connector, and like I don't know what happened recently, like the little like plug-in part of it got like bent as shit, so that one was probably my bad. But it's been kind of doing some weird things randomly, so I'm gonna get a new headset. It's just a cheapo Logitech, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy a Astro gaming headset. They're kind of expensive, but you know, I figure I might as well give it a try. Maybe they'll be great, and that'll be pretty sweet. So hopefully I get that soon, and I don't have to deal with any of that crap. Die, bitch! So yeah, what else to talk about, good peoples? Good sirs. I've played with some of you in League, or on League, and that was a lot of fun. You guys are pretty fucking cool. I've got a couple people that talk to me now, like my regulars, I guess. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I had one guy ask, what was his name? Shit, I can't like pull up my thing but it's like XX Death or something, and he wanted to play Crysis with me. And I was like, kind of just didn't say anything, but I assume he's meaning like multiplayer. I'm not a huge multiplayer fan for first-person shooters, to be honest. The only first-person shooter I've been really competitive at was Halo, and it was like Halo 1 I was like super competitive at because we did LANs all the time, and I was actually pretty damn good. I played a ton. And then Halo 2 I played pretty competitively online. I mean, I never made it super high. I was in like the 40s was like my highest, which was okay, I guess, but you know, anything under 50 was just like, you're all right. But and then Halo 3 rolled around, and I was just, you know, I started petering off the Halo series, and I've played all the Halo series since, but it was mostly just the campaign and a little bit of multiplayer. I really don't like Halo Reach that much. I like the story, it was nice, but as far as the multiplayer, it just didn't really interest me. So, I mean, geez, I talked about Halo forever. So yeah, he wanted to play Crysis. I assumed it was, he was talking about, God, am I stupid? Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, he wanted to play, so maybe me and him will play a little bit of multiplayer. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do after I do end up beating Crysis 2. I guess my plan would probably be. I like how like carefully he opens that door, and like half the time he just kicks the door open. He's just freaking out.
Radio Free Manhattan here.
I gotta be quiet again.
For those of you still
I
clinging
love this
on
guy,
to
by the way.
shattered city. I got a message of hope for you people, or the next best thing. In a late-breaking and startling display of common sense, the powers that be in Foggy Bottom have rescinded the cell mandate over New York and deployed, oh, get this, people, an elite force of U.S. Marines to throw these tentacled motherfuckers out of our city! So get ready for some changes, people! See, some of you maybe won't know this, but you're listening to an old Semper Fi alumnus, right here. Shocked? That's right, people. Truth
That's right.
Before shrapnel separated his legs from his body in foreign climes, was Corporal Edward Newton, U.S. Marine Corps. Hoorah!
Hoorah!
So I'm here to tell you that you don't gotta hide anymore from these newest uniforms on the block. What is it? Touching faith from Truth Newton? Hey, sue my legless ass. The U.S. Marine Corps does not have shareholders. The U.S. Marine Corps does not have a board of directors or a profit motive. The U.S. Marine Corps is staffed by men and women who have sworn to defend this country. And that means you, people, against all enemies, foreign or domestic. And that most certainly includes recent arrivals from outer fucking space. Latest reports have the Marine Force headquartered at Central Station, deployed across the Midtown. So if you can manage it, anyone in Manhattan listening to this broadcast, get your asses to Midtown and the station. Make it quick, and you might have a halfway baked chance of getting out of this shit alive. Meantime, here's a little music to see you on your way.
I was disappointed. I wanted to hear him actually talk because I thought he was gonna be like play some cool jazz or something. I was like, oh, that's sad. Oh, and right there, how I was like zooming, I was like freaking out. I was like, oh god, and I thought it was a badass little guy's shadow. But I was like, yeah, let's do this shit.
Well, that explains why their comms went down. I had hoped. Well, never mind. Casualties of war, I suppose. We all make sacrifices. See if you can find their scanning gear.
See right there, he just kicks
Might
it.
give us a little advance warning of what we're heading into here.
But yeah, what was I saying? New headset, Crysis 2, multiplayer, I don't know. Random earthquakes happening. I was worried there was going to be people here, but there was actually nothing in this room at all. So, when I tried to get in there, it didn't work, unfortunately. Oh.
Mitchell Reeves. Aside from Tara Strickland, he was the best I had. From the look of the feed I'm getting from you, the spore loop is running near dormant levels.
Destroy the spore conduit. Access the spore silo.
Alright, let's go do the tasks. Kinda just looking around still. It's like, what is this shit? I was pretty excited here. I was like, yeah! So let's do this shit, let's blow this shit up! Yeah! Yeah! It's like, I totally missed the explosion. It's something I would do.
Excellent. Now, we need to get you inside the central structure. Looking at the schematics Reeves and his team managed to transmit, I'd suggest you try to blast loose one of the spoke seals and use the resulting rupture to effect entry. Look for any weakness in the structure.
Hi, wakarimasu. So, yeah, what else do I need to talk about? I watched Elfen Lied, finally. Awesome anime. Insanely awesome and brutal. It's like, it was good. So right here I'm looking at him like, is this guy alive or is he like dead? I mean, his like, it's like tumor is moving. That's kind of creepy. Yeah. So there's gonna be a lot of that, so, which kind of angers me, where I just did like random stuff and I was talking about it. So I'll try and fill in for that, but yeah, I really wish I had that commentary still.
Magnificent, isn't it? Like some vast coral ecology. Can we even doubt that these creatures evolved in an ocean?
Sabotage the spore conduit.
Sabotage away. This fight gets pretty epic. Maybe not epic, but it's pretty intense. There's lots of killing, and that was like a half-ass shot. That shouldn't have killed him in one hit, but it was worth it. We got a big guy down there, so I'm just gonna unload the shit out of him. Oh! That looks pretty badass, not gonna lie. Oop. Kill this son of a bitch! So yeah, Elfenlied. If you guys have not seen it, I would recommend seeing it. It was very good. Although, be forewarned, there's a bit of nudity in it. By a bit, I mean there's probably quite a lot of it. Like literally, the start of the anime is you're like in this facility, and there's this young lady being just like hung there basically by her arms and chains, and she has this iron helmet on, and she breaks out and she starts killing everything. It's brutal. You see people's legs getting like blown off by her fucking mind powers that you learn about, and so yeah, I really liked it. It was a really good one, and it was just, I don't know, it was a really good story all in all. It's good stuff. Oh, die, you son of a bitch! Yeah. Let's see, how much longer we got left in this episode? Where are we at? We're at 16, 18. So we got like another 5 minutes. Bam! It's hard to like... This is gonna be hard. This is something I'm just realizing. Because while I'm playing, like as I'm playing, I'm just like, you know, like making noises and like, you know, I'm just kind of focused on shooting people and not just having to talk out my ass the whole time. So I'll just say like random little things during, and then during combat I kind of just talk about the fight, sort of, just, you know, like, oh god, I gotta kill him, just things like that. I mean, I don't know.
That seems to be working.
But
Good. But you'll need to repeat the procedure with the other spokes. That should bring the whole system up to full pressure.
Alright, so we gotta go find all the rest of the spokes and take them out. I definitely feel less engaged as well, because I'm not playing, so I'm like, I don't know. I feel very disconnected from the story right now. It's all so strange to me. So strange. Oh yeah, that's another thing I could talk about. League of Legends. My god. I love League of Legends, I love playing it, but editing the videos together is actually a bitch, because they're the videos that take the most editing for me as of right now, especially depending on what I want to do. Like the one that took the most editing, I think, out of any of the videos I've done is the... What was it? It was Imumu. Was it Imumu one? I've done a couple of Mumus, but it was the one where I added in the Gusha every time I killed Teemo. Gusha! Love Lucky Star. But yeah, I had so much freaking shit that went into editing that thing. I don't know if you guys really know anything about editing videos together. Editing. I'm being pretty lazy with the way I say that. Anyway, but I just use Sony Vegas, and I mean, it's not like it's hard, it's just time consuming more than anything. And so I had to like line up all the stuff, and yeah, it was a lot of work for that one. Just a lot of time. And in general, it's just a lot of time, because what I have to do first off is I've got to record the League of Legends gameplay, which I mean isn't hard, but you know, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 games to really record before it's like, yeah, I'll use this one. And another thing too is all of my League of Legends really are like big raffle stomps where we just completely destroy the other team. But it's weird, because that's all I really have. There's either games where we completely destroy the other team, or there's games where I completely get destroyed by the other team. Because I mean, my current win to loss ratio in normal 3v3 is, it's like 500, a little over 500 wins and 400 losses. So I've got about 100-ish more wins than I do losses. But for the most part, I'm pretty even, you know, win-loss ratio basically. So So right here was kind of epic. I'm like trying to sneak up. I wanted to stab this guy in the back and like fuck him over. But anyways. Oh, and I could see. Oh, I keep burping. I could see through the rock, and I thought it was pretty weird and cool. It's like yes, yes, I can see him. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I mean, really, it's not like I win every game, but every game is either complete this like domination of the other team, or the other team completely dominates us. And there is a couple of those games where they're like super close, like wins, or like super close losses, or really long wins or losses. And those just generally don't get recorded. I've probably had maybe one or two of those where I was recording, but because I felt like the game was actually just going so terribly, I just stopped recording. And then it ended up turning out kind of good. So I should probably just, if I'm recording it, I should just let it run its course until the game's over, and then just go back and delete all the files if it didn't turn out good. But right there, the guy's head's like pretty small in comparison to his body. I thought it was pretty cool. He looked badass. But yeah, League of Legends, good stuff. But so where was I going with that? I don't know. Did I have a point to why League of Legends took longer? I don't know if I had a point. I was just, maybe it's just more of a statement. Like, you know, League of Legends takes a lot longer to put together. I mean, I guess that's all I really wanted to say. I guess that's kind of weird. You'd think I would have a point for that.
Good.
Huh.
You're having the desired effect, but you have to hurry. Those fools at the Pentagon are getting ready to act.
Alright. So it looks like we're getting near the end of the episode here. I was freaking out because the world's like falling apart. But yeah, I love you guys, and yeah, expect a lot of videos coming from me. So heart you all. Hee hee tee hee. Ja, mata.